Uncovering the secret gem of the Balkans, from mountains to coastlines, breathtaking scenery to warm hospitality, the good, the bad.
So I was brought into this room in Tirana airport waiting to be searched out of hundreds of people. I was unpicked to be searched, but yeah, we're waiting.
And the unforgettable. Welcome to Albania, a small country in southeastern Europe sharing land borders with Montenegro, Kosovo, North Macedonia and Greece. And before the ending of 2024, Albania's international airport reached the record number of 10 million passengers before the ending of 2024. And for a small country that's still relatively unknown to a lot of people, that's a large number. Before I came across the news last year, I've had a couple of friends living in the UK speak about Albania, travel to Albania, and honestly, before last year, I'd never heard of the country called Albania. So I got curious, why is everyone going to Albania? I had to go find out for myself. So I booked a flight and flew to Albania. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my entire experience in the 8 days I spent in Albania. Hopefully that helps you tailor your travel if you intend to visit Albania, which I strongly suggest. Beautiful, beautiful country. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel as it helps us grow. Thank you and God bless you. So yes, first thing I found out when I decided to travel to Albania was if you have an American, Canadian, European, and the UK visa, residential visa, then you don't need a visa to visit Albania, which then made a lot of sense. Like, okay, this is why my people are going to this country. I have to go. And second thing is, Albania is a very cash-based country. They have their own currency called lek, but they also accept euros. So you might want to change your money, your entire amount you want to spend in Albania to cash. Yeah, it's very interesting. And unlike a lot of countries where people, like when people go to France, they go to Paris, when people come to UK, they come to London, Albania is very different. Albania has a lot of towns or states, I don't know what it's called over there, where people go, and it's like there is something peculiar. There are beautiful things about each state that a lot of people tend to visit 2-3 states on one visit. I was able to do just 2 because I went with my family and there was a lot of movement around. So that's Tirana for me, Tirana and Durrës. But a lot of people go to Sarande and Vlore, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Kasmil, yeah, I think Kasmil is in Sarande or close to Sarande. Vlore is a different place entirely. But Tirana is the capital of the state, and Durrës is the second largest city in Albania. So I was able to do Tirana and Durrës. A lot of people say Sarande is the most beautiful part of Albania, and they say it's the Maldives of Albania. But then the places I visited, which is Tirana and Durrës, they were amazingly beautiful. So if there's still somewhere that's more beautiful than those places, then that tells you a lot about Albania, why you should visit Albania. It's an European country, but for whatever reason, it feels very, should I say ancient? Because it's still very cash based. A lot of the transactions are still cash. And secondly, they don't have Uber, Taxify, Lyft, and all those online cab booking things. I know you're wondering, since there are no Uber, blah, 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 so where do I get these cabs from? First off, you can get cabs on booking.com. I used booking.com for my long travel, say going from Durrës to Tirana, or from Tirana to Durrës. Yeah, I'll go on booking.com, very, very affordable. But then aside sort of that, most of the cabs in Tirana and Durrës are branded. So the moment you get to the airport, you're going to be seeing those cars with the names on it, Brand Taxi, Go Taxi. They have numbers massively printed on the car, so it's easy. So you just pick up the numbers and call. When you're calling the numbers, it's not the drivers driving the car that you're going to be speaking to. I think some lady in the office or some guys in the office, then they assign a driver to you to pick you up wherever you've been. You send them your location, obviously, then they send a driver if they have a driver in that location. So there's a lot of cab companies you can reach out to. There's a lot of them. So, but for your airport pickup, you might want to book that ahead on booking.com. Very, very affordable. I think for about 45 minutes drive, 50 minutes drive will cost you about maybe 20-25 euros. So yeah, no Uber, Taxify, and any of those things, but their traditional cab system, very effective. You just have to make a lot of calls to those cab companies daily. And if you intend to rent a car, you're going to need your driver's license, your UK driver's license, American, whichever one. If you're going to rent a car, I'd advise you do it on booking.com because it's way cheaper. At some point, I tried to rent a car, and when I called because in the hotels you have those company cards around, like, oh, if you want to rent a car. When I called, it was about 50 something pounds. or 50 something euros per day. But then on booking.com was giving about 25 euros for 3 days or thereabout. So you might want to book your cars on booking.com and not with the companies on ground when you get there. And secondly, when it comes to the cabs, like every country, you see those cabs just standing by the roadsides painted as cabs. I also advise you don't take those ones. They're more expensive and the drivers are kind of aggressive because they're mostly old people and they have this weird attitude when you tell them, oh, you're going somewhere, then they tell you 1,000 lek, then you say, oh, I just called the booking company and they charged me 500 lek. Then the attitude is like, okay, get off. One almost hit my son's head with this car door, weird people. And their own cars are way older cars because they're old people, the cars are older. But then the cab companies, they use new cars, nice cars, really nice cars. So don't take those cabs by the roadside. I advise against it. But aside the weird roadside drivers, Albanian people are amazing people. They don't speak too much English. A lot of the people I came across, yes, a lot of people speak English, but then again, a lot of people don't speak English. So it's beautiful people, very, they look at people a lot. I don't know why, because I believe a lot of black people now go there, but then I don't know, because they look a lot. But then it wasn't like looking in a very like a weird or demeaning way. They're looking like, you can see, it's like they're amazed. You can see on their face. They touched my son a lot. They kissed him on his cheek a lot. So yeah, I don't know. It felt uncomfortable at some point, but then it is what it is. So for accommodation, I personally don't like Airbnbs. I prefer to stay in hotels because I feel that's safer, that's more convenient, complimentary breakfast and all of those things. So I usually stay in hotels. Aside hotels, there are obviously Airbnbs. It's a country by the ocean, so a lot of hotels are right by the ocean. Aside hotels, they have resorts. But my thing with resorts is, I was in one, Melia, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. But the thing with resorts is, if you're going to Albania and the goal is to rest, to just have a chilled time, then you might want to stay in a resort because then you're going to have to be there for most of your trip. Because everything you need for a restful vacation will be on the resort. Your nice ocean, massive pools, spa, playground, like a lot of things are available. Activities are organized daily for people. But then what that means is you're not going to be able to go into cities, like into the city and like mix with the people more often, because it's from from the city center to Melia, which is one of the massive resorts in Durrës, is about 1 hour drive. You don't want to be doing that every day if you're staying on the resort and you plan on going to the city every day to do 1 or 2 activities. So yeah. So but if you intend on, if the trip was to explore Albania, I don't suggest, let me say Tirana and Durrës. I don't know if they have resorts in Sarande that are close to city centers, but for Tirana and Durrës, I don't advise you stay in resorts if you're if your plan for the trip is to like engage in a lot of activities in the city. And with the hotels, they pay in euros. They take payments in euros and not in lek. So you might want to factor that into, and like I said, cash. Some of the hotels accept card. For the hotels, you now have to be careful because depending on the time or the period you're traveling to Albania. One thing I noticed with Albania is the summer is and I think that's common with other places, but then with Albania is like the summer is their peak period. So what that now means is, when I went, there were a lot of things that were closed, even in the hotels we were staying. For example, the hotel, one of the hotels I stayed, because I stayed in different places. One of the hotels I stayed, the pool, because they had this rooftop bar, rooftop pool, and all of those things. The rooftop bar was closed, and it was to open in mid-May into June. So it was basically coming alive in June. And why I said be careful with the hotels is, some pictures you'd see on booking.com, like this literally happened to me. We saw this nice hotel, which was where we were supposed to spend our last 3 days in Albania. Beautiful, amazing, massive pool right by the ocean, massive dining on booking.com. Then we got to the location and the pool was empty. There wasn't water in the pool.
Yeah?
There's no pool.
As
Apparently they were renovating for they were renovating for summer. So everything that made us book the hotel, which was the pool by the ocean, the fine dining experience right next to the ocean, all those things were closed. The pool was closed, the fine dining was closed, everything was closed to open in May 15th, literally for summer. So yeah, you might want to look deeply into those details on booking.com, because when we got there I was pissed, like, okay, what's this? This wasn't what we saw on booking.com. Then he showed me, oh, it's written somewhere, or the pool is closed from this time to this time, blah blah blah. So you might want to look at those details or call them, literally ask, like, okay, but if you're going during summer, then it's fine, everything is going to be alive. Like, it's peak during summer, activities are crazy, but then it's double the price. The hotels we stayed, the price and the price that they're charging during summer is literally double. And now to activities. But before I speak of activities, for whatever reason, I don't know, maybe because the way UK is, I just loved being in Albania. Like, just being in the country, even without activities, without being in the hotel, without the fancy restaurants, fine dining, all of that. Like, being in the country, just walking around, I felt this, I don't know. It's like, and I live in London, and for the first time in a couple of years, I could walk without holding my phone tight, that, or maybe someone was, you know, like, throughout my stay in Albania, I heard the police siren just once, and it was, maybe the guy clicked it by mistake, it was like, wow, wow, and it was gone. Like, there were no policemen scattered all around. It just felt safe. For, I don't know, it felt really, 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 really safe. Everywhere you are, like, there are, if you're eating in a restaurant, they have kids playgrounds around. Like, my son would be eating on this side of the road, my son would be on the other side, just playing with people. It just felt really safe. I'm from Nigeria, and a lot of places, a lot of areas in Albania reminded me of Nigeria, but not as ghetto as Nigeria, obviously, but then it just reminded me of home. It's like, it just felt not too serious. I don't know if I'm describing that right, because living in the UK, everything is intact. Everything is, if you're by the road, this is the cycling lane, this is the pedestrian lane, this is when you get on the what's it called, zebra crossing, or the car stop and all of that. Like, everything is programmed, is robotic. But over there, it's not like that. It's like when you call customer care and the robot or whatever they're called picks up. It's straightforward. Press 2, press 3, press 1. What do you want to say? Blah blah blah. Like, it's straightforward. It's boring compared to when you call and it's a person that actually picks. Yes, they tell you, this is our policy, blah blah blah, but then you guys have a conversation, then maybe there's a way around it, blah blah blah. It's exactly like that. Like, the UK is like the robotic one, where everything is, yes, it's beautiful. Like, yes, it's safe when you step on the zebra crossing, everybody stops. But over there is like, when you step on the zebra crossing, you don't, like, are you in a good mood today? Do you want to stop? Because a couple of times they don't stop, you zoom off. Then sometimes they stop, like, you guys like have a laugh, then just go like. But it just felt really good. It wasn't too developed, then it wasn't too underdeveloped. It was just somewhere in the middle where it was, yes, they had their own pedestrians and walking paths, cycling paths, all of those things, like a few potholes there and there. But yeah, it just felt beautiful for me. I don't know why. I'm definitely going back to Albania for sure. Definitely going back. Maybe this time going to Surrender. But yeah, to activities in Albania now. Like I said, I was in Tirana and Durrës. So for Tirana, it was mostly the, what's it called, the historical things. We went to, what's it called, Pyramid of Tirana. Not like the Egyptian pyramid, obviously, but it was very beautiful. A lot of stairs. You have to walk up to the very top. Beautiful, beautiful view of the entire city. Then you might want to go when the sun is about to set. Like, amazing, extremely beautiful. It was in Albania I discovered that this tiny little things that looks like the normal thing, like sunset, okay? But then it was in Albania I discovered that these things are actually beautiful. Like, it's actually beautiful. Yes, there are times I'll be coming. I don't know if the sun sets in London. I'm not sure. Like, the weather is so shitty. But yeah, I think it was 2 different times that we literally went out to sit down to watch the sunset in Albania. It was one time in Tirana, which is the one I just mentioned, the Pyramid of Tirana. On top of it, like, you'd see a lot of people coming to take pictures, see the sun setting, the city, beautiful, beautiful. You might want to experience that. Then again in Durrës, I can't remember what it's called now, but I'll tag you on top of this video, the place. So you literally just go there. This one is literally like they built it on top of the ocean. So you climb up, sit down there, take pictures, then watch the sunset. Amazing, amazing experience. And so back to Tirana, a lot of the activities were like the historical parts. We went to the bunk arts, which was historical World War. Sorry, I honestly wasn't paying attention. I just wanted to, like, the what's it called? The entrance looked really picturesque. I don't know if that's a word, but yeah, like Instagrammable. Entrance looked really beautiful. Yeah, we went there and we went to this church. The cathedral. I don't know the name of most of these places because my wife did all the planning. I was just, what's it called, following and showing up for most of these things. But I'll just add the name on the, what's it called. So we went to the church cathedral with this beautiful ceiling. Then we went to this mosque. Then at the time we went, like I said earlier, a lot of things were closed. So the I think it's the Central Park, or I don't know, like, but then there's this famous place a lot of people go at, the Tirana Park thingy. It was closed, the museum was closed. So yeah, it was just the church, the cathedral, the mosque, the bunk art, the pyramid of Tirana. And for fine dining, we went to this beautiful, gorgeous restaurant in Tirana. Gosh, I think it's Arca or something. But yeah, I'll put it. Beautiful, beautiful. You know when you're doing fine dining in London and you want to go somewhere with a view, you're going to skyscrapers like 47th floor, 50th floor. It's beautiful, I'm not gonna lie, but then the one in this one I just mentioned is different. You know, nature, something that's nature always has a way of being way more beautiful than the artificial skyscrapers. So with this restaurant, it's literally on top of a hill. Is it a hill? Yeah, I believe. Like you drive all the way up, all the way to the very top. So they have this hotel. Then you might also want to stay there if you, what's it called, looking for nice hotels to stay, because they have a hotel and they have the restaurant. In the restaurant, you can literally see the view of the entire Tirana. And you know when you're seeing that, and it's not like you're in a skyscraper, no, you're just in the elevated part of the city, just natural elevation that is like you're seeing. Then they have this massive infinity pool. Beautiful, beautiful. That, do you know what makes it even more beautiful? For somewhere that beautiful, that amazing, that breathtaking, in London, the meal will cost a arm and a leg. They will finish it with bill. But over there, I couldn't believe it. I think my meal, myself, my wife, and a drink for my son, I think it was less than £40. Maybe £35 even. It was unbelievable. Albania is extremely affordable and extremely beautiful. I want to go back. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. Like that restaurant, I recommend if you are into fine dining, obviously. Yeah, so Tirana, we did a lot of walking around. Like it was just beautiful. It was like I said, it wasn't too much, it wasn't too developed, it wasn't too robotic. It felt human. It felt, yeah. Other activities in Tirana. The ziplining thing was in Tirana. They have this gun range too in Tirana. The I don't know what it's called, the parachutes where you're falling from the plane. They have that too, but I wasn't able to do that one because my wife was not interested in such. For Honduras, there was this city center place that we went a lot because it was just a lot of tourists, a lot of people, a lot of restaurants. And one thing about Albania, gosh, I think Albania is that one country that has more hangout spots than actual people. They have nice lounges, nice restaurants, literally everywhere. Everywhere. I'm not even joking. And they're not just maybe nice restaurants with nice interiors. Yes, they have nice interiors, obviously, but then the views. There is this place, I can't remember what that area is called, but then I will ask my wife and put it at the top of this video. That stretch, the entire stretch is by the sea. That entire stretch probably has like 1,000 lounges or sports, restaurants, whatever you want to call it. Amazing. I was able to visit about 3. I think that was Aqua Lounge, Omar, I can't remember the last one, but then I'll add the videos on this. Like beautiful, beautiful places. And gosh, Albania is too affordable. Like every time we went out and maybe I'm chilling, smoking shisha, eating and any of those things, I'm just reminding myself, I'm remembering, what's it called, London, and I feel sad that, gosh, because when I go out in London with my wife, like maybe to dinner or any of those fine dining places in London, it's always an average of between £150 to £300. And in Albania, I don't know how to describe it. I'll ask my wife, okay, how much did that just cost? And she would say £35 because I didn't know the conversion. I didn't pay attention to all of those things. It was mostly my wife. So I was like, how much did that just cost? She would say £35, £25, £45. And in my head, I'm like, how? This place is beautiful. This place is amazing. The meals, gosh, Albanians can cook. They can cook. Their food is so tasty. Yes, a few times because in London, I don't know, maybe it's a law or whatever, the food over here is not as tasty. A lot of times you have to add salt yourself and add spice yourself, all those things. But over there, it's tasty. Yes, a few times. One time my wife thought it was a little bit salty one time, but then for me it was tasty, beautiful, amazing. So yeah, Duress was a lot of more of, for us, Duress was more of just lounge, relax, eat. We're doing dining, literally nice place to go eat every day. If you're into restaurants, fine dining, go to Albania. Just go. They have tons and you will be tired of going to new spots. Albania is that place where you can go to, you can be in Albania for, I feel you can be in Albania for a month, then go to a new spot for 3 meals of the day, breakfast, lunch and dinner. And I promise you, every day you have new places to go every day. They are so. I was asking one of my drivers, why do you guys have so many spots, cool spots? Why are there so many? Then it was in summer, there are in summer, the population, the actual population of the country is 2 million. But in summer, the population of the country goes to about 100 million. It's too many people. Everyone gets choked. So I think that's why they have a lot of sports just to cater to everyone in the country. So yeah, Duress, there is and aside the fine dining, aside going to watch the sunsets, we did go-karting. Go-karting place was in Duress. Melia too, we were in Melia for a bit, then Melia too was in there. Melia is a resort, so it's just, yeah. If you're traveling with kids, Albania is almost perfect. I say almost perfect because, like I said earlier in the video, it's not completely developed like the Londons of this world, and it's not underdeveloped. They have you can push your buggy, but then there might be a little bit, my son's buggy kind of broke because there were some parts of the road that was under construction, to be honest, because it's what's it called? Should I say it's a developing country? It's developed, but then because of the influx of tourists, there's a lot of constructions going on in Albania, a lot, which I actually like because it shows this is a serious government, even though the people from the conversation I've had with them don't necessarily like their government, but then I think that's normal everywhere in the world. But then it shows seriousness on the part of the government, a lot of developments going on, a lot of road constructions, buildings and all of that. So yeah, my son's buggy kind of struggled in some parts of the country. But yeah, aside that, it's a beautiful country if you have kids, because literally everywhere you go, they have kids hangout spots. My son was stressing us. We can't walk from one point to another point without him seeing a playground. Oh, daddy, I want to go play. Mommy, I want to go play. So yeah, you can be eating on this side and your son is chilling on the other side with the kids at the kids playground and all of that. So yeah, if you're traveling with kids, very kids friendly, very kids friendly place. Yeah, Albania, kudos. So generally, will I want to go back to Albania again? Definitely. Albania feels like one of those places, if I was a wealthy person, it feels like one of those places I would like to set up a business. If I had the money for it, it feels like one of those places I would like to set up a business, to just be there and I just go once in a while to check up on the business, come back home. So yeah, if you've been to Albania and you think there's a few things I'm missing, or if you've been to Albania and want to share your own experience, please feel free to use the comment section, because people might want to read to know. Maybe there are things I didn't mention. You might want to ask questions. Just ask in the comment section. I'll definitely reply and respond to you, answer your questions. And yeah, please do like the video if you've enjoyed it to this point, and subscribe to the channel as it helps us grow. Thanks for watching and see you next time. God bless. Bye.